communicate better, right? D-line, we're getting y'all over. We apologize. Let's get that better right there. Communications, work pairs, and all that. Okay.
30 minutes to get it done. We got house party up first, so we got to set the tempo there now. Any questions? Listen to me. One last thing. No huddle. Listen to me. No huddle can be faster in Indy.
They're struggling, no huddle. All right, now, I know one time we ran Indy 9, and it was like we were waiting for them to get set.
If they make the second half of this game, understand, let's take care of it.
Finish strong on three. Finish strong on three. 1, 2, 3.
Finish strong.
Let's take it over the top, baby. There we go. Take it to the next level. That's what it is right now. 30 minutes, baby. 30 minutes.
Guys,
Yes.
how much fun is this? Now, all the talk's gone, all the stuff's gone.
30 minutes.
We got 30 minutes to the national championship. Momentum's going to change back and forth. This is Ohio State. That's what we said. They're not going to quit. They won a bunch of games. We're not going to quit. What a hell of a game. Big time boxing in that second half.
16-10 lead. University of Texas Longhorns over the University of Southern California as we get ready for the second half of play. And let's talk about tweaking things with Dan Fouts.
Well, offensively, SC's got to get Bush and Jarrett Moore involved. And then on defense, pressure and then tackle Vince Young. Texas offensively, hang on to the ball, quit giving it back to the Trojans, and then defensively, stay the course. You're doing just fine. You're allowing SC just 10 points, holding out a pretty good offense.
Trojans have got to crank up the throttle a little, don't they?
Well, they've got to quit making mistakes, and as we talked about, Bush is such a difference maker. He's not on his game so far. That lateral in the first half was just a critical mistake, something that I'm sure that he would like to have back.
And we haven't seen the best of Vince Young either.
Well, not too bad, though. Vince Young is leading rusher in the game, but you always expect a little bit more out of him. The big question for SC is the health of Matt Leinart. Took a lot of big shots in that first half.
Four-man front for Texas. Ball goes. Leinart dropping back, throws down the middle. Jarrett's got it. And Dwayne Jarrett will take it down to about the 22-yard line before Terrell Brown can ride him down. Right now, they're looking at second down and 5. Ball is on the Texas 17-yard line. They're trailing by 6 points. Ball is handed off to Lindale White. He shakes off Trettler runners, goes for the corner of the end zone, and finally got him. Michael Griffin got down around his feet and got him down just inside the 5-yard line. The Trojans right now give it back to White, and he rams it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Great start defensively for the Trojans to start the second half. Even better start for their offense with 2 very strong and important runs for the Trojans. Again, no huddle offense to keep the Trojans from substituting.
Second down and 3. This is Charles. Cuts it back in traffic. Finds a crease. Had a fine run. Scott Ware finally brought him down. But the freshman out of Port Arthur moves the chains for the Longhorns. They're trying to respond here to USC's touchdown.
And they're going back to their basic Texas football, that zone read play.
Running right. Got a block. Got a big block from Pittman over there and runs a big play for Texas all the way down to the 35-yard line.
And he ran himself right into the ground trying to get extra yardage. He's a right-handed thrower, so that means he likes to go that side of the field. And right now he just trips on the grass here at the Rose Bowl and goes down.
Throwing down the middle. Got it. It's Lima Swede. And that's another Texas first down at the Southern California 20-yard line. The plays are happening so fast. He's getting rid of the ball so quickly, it's impossible to get a rush on him.
Texas tempo right now. Great response by Texas to SC's touchdown, don't you think?
Trojans staying with that 4-man front. Reaches for it. Touchdown. Well, he's got the team on his back, man.
Well, we talked about you can be in position, you can have the right defensive call made, you can do everything right. But if you got him one-on-one, you're probably not going to tackle him. He comes right to this point here, just overpowers the tackler, stretches out and scores.
And so the Horns go back to the lead. Horns are all over Reggie.
Leinert's hot, Keith, 9 in a row.
Yep. Behind, though, 23-17. Want to do it again, down the middle, Jarrett. Couldn't get by that last man. A sure tackle by Michael Griffin to take him down at about the 21.
Yeah, they're getting the ball to their playmakers now.
4th down and 1 with White, the deep back. Big play here, folks. Goes to White, runs up the middle. That'll do it. Touchdown. That's 26 touchdowns of this season for Lindale White.
And that's Mr. Inside, or as the Trojan fans like to call him, Thunder. 3 touchdowns tonight for Thunder.
Young wants to throw, going to take off. Look out. All the way to the 20-yard line before Keith Rivers can bring him down with help from Darnell Bing.
Let's take a look at this from high above the Rose Bowl. 150 yards rushing on the night for Vince Young and just 12 carries. He's come real close to busting this all the way to the end zone.
Reggie Bush is your deep back. He gets it. Goes to the outside with it. Oh, it's around the corner. Touchdown. I'm making sure that that's arms are up.
It took a while to get those arms up. I'm not sure these officials from the Big Ten have ever seen anybody fly through the air like Reggie Bush can. Stayed in bounds, airborne, touchdown, Reggie Bush.
Wow.
My goodness.
But now the Trojans, for the first time, build a little bit of cushion here. Leonard going for it. Jarrett. Touchdown. Two Longhorns hurt on the play. They collided. Wayne Jarrett, 6'5" and made out of old leather and hamstrings. Even though he's young, he takes a whacking in every ball game he plays, but he delivers.
Talk about delivering. That's the first touchdown pass in this game. We've had 7 rushing touchdowns. Matt Leinart in the second half, 14 of 15 for 182. And that dagger there.
Now let's see what the USC defense can do with Vince Young. They've got a 12-point lead, but that is nowhere near the neighborhood of safe.
Well, he has had success bringing his team from behind, but this is USC. This is the 2-time defending national champion with one of the greatest defensive coordinators / head coaches of all time, Pete Carroll.
From the 31-yard line. Quick pop to the sideline. Pass is complete. It's Lima Swede making the catch. And thrown to Quan Cosby. He caught it on his knees, but he was open. And Vince Young put it right on his number.
Right now, they're just sitting back in zone, hoping to take time off the clock.
I think they've got to go after him from somewhere between here and the goal line. He's just shopping.
Yeah, he's afforded the time to shop and find David Thomas one more time.
Just that quickly, the ball is all the way down on the Southern California 37-yard line. Here comes a blitz. But they got him moving around a little bit. The ball's thrown high. It's up for grabs. And goes down incomplete. Ryan Ting had a chance to pick it off, but couldn't come up with it.
That ball should have been intercepted by Ryan Ting.
3rd and 2. Kevin Thomas checks into the secondary, the extra back. Trojans going after him. Ball is thrown at the first down. David Thomas one more time. Well, just under 5 minutes to play. A lot of time, and they're down on the SC 23. He's throwing again, throwing quickly. And it goes to Lima Swede.
And now it's a good read by Vince Young, because SC did bring the blitz that time.
2nd down and 4. Got 6 yards on that little short pass. Young slips a little, coming back. There's daylight. Here he goes. Touchdown.
Tell you, Keith, never seen anybody like him in my life.
No, nor have I.
You know, there have been great scramblers throughout the history of college football, but this guy's at the top of the list. He almost fell down on that play. Then regains his composure, runs right, as you said, the direction he loves to run, and goes in standing up again.
We've got 4:03 to play in the game. 38-33, a 5-point lead for Southern California, and they get the ball back.